Okay, hello game developers and enthusiasts. If you haven't met me just yet, let me introduce myself. I'm Ziyan. I'm currently a community manager for Indonesian Women in Games. And thank you so much for anyone who's tuning in this afternoon. And welcome to Skill to Online, with the topic for today's is mastering mastering game development. Get to know Indie Games Accelerator 2024. Today we're about to discuss this game-changing opportunity to supercharging growth for high potential indie game studios. And this 10-week program is your ticket, everyone, to supercharging growth for high potential indie game studios. Maybe everyone is asking what benefits you get from IGA. So participating in the program will gain you access to Google's top resources, industry experts, and of course, global community of a passionate game developers. So I think this is a great opportunity for any game developers who are currently developing mobile games to grow a successful game company. And so to start the journey of elevating your game, we're going to explore the IGL with our incredible speakers here. The first speaker that we have here is Marcus Poon from Google. He is a global program manager.
Hello.
Right here.
Hi.
Okay. And the second speaker is our alumni from our alumnus from IGA 2022, Lucky Putra Darmawan, CEO and founder of Eternal Dream Studio.
Hello.
Right here, okay. Hello, Lucky. And the third one is our alumnus from also IGA 2022, Shafiq Hussein, CEO at Gambir Studio.
Hi, hello everyone. Selamat sore semuanya.
Hello, sore. Okay, so before we get started, I want to remind everyone that if you have any questions regarding the sessions today, you could just drop it on the live chat. You know the drill, guys. Just put ask before the questions. Dan buat teman-teman juga yang misalnya mau nanya juga nggak mesti pakai bahasa Inggris, bisa ditanyain aja pakai bahasa Indonesia dan nanti bakalan aku coba translate ke speaker gitu. And okay. So we'll hear the presentation first and sharing session with the alumni after. Maybe without further ado, Marcus, you could please begin the sharing.
Okay. Is it coming up?
Yep.
Cool. You folks, I do hear some feedback from someone. Okay, great. Awesome. Hi everyone, my name is Marcus Foon. I am the global program manager for Indie Games Initiatives at Google. I'm from developer relations team. And what we do is we run programs that is helping developers to be successful on our product, and in this case, on Google Play. So Indie Games Accelerator, we've been running this since 2018. So that was the first edition. And if you don't know this fun fact, from the first edition onwards, we have been including Indonesia until today. So you guys are the lucky bunch. So let's jump into what Indie Games Accelerator is all about if you don't know it already. It is an education program and focusing on mentoring, and we want to help small indie game studios to learn how to become successful and also want to supercharge your growth. It is a 10-week digital accelerator program that we aim to bring the best of Google in terms of programs, products, people, and also technology to help you grow as fast as you can. We will select, this is a global program, right? So we will select the best bunch of indie game studios from all around the world, and then we put them together and show them to the industry experts that we get in touch with. And I'll talk a little bit more about like who these people are. And the aim is we form like a really tight-knit community where you can not just learn through the content or the speakers or the mentors, but you also learn from each other as a global community. So who can join? Like I said, Indonesia has been there since day one. These are all the countries that has been included in the program. other than Indonesia. I think that we have like more than 72 countries, if I'm not mistaken. You must be a registered developer on Google Play to be a part of this. You must be at least 18 years old. If you are still studying, I'm sorry, you have to wait a couple more years until you're at least 18 to be able to join. You must be the developer of the game that you're submitting for review. You cannot submit the games of others to be a part of this. You can, however, submit an existing game that you have published or a game that you're planning to launch pretty soon. So that's pretty much the high-level criteria here. In terms of timeline, so the program has been opening for application since October, and we are almost towards the tail end of the application period. In 2 more weeks, which is on the December 12th, that's when we close the application submissions. So if you're thinking about it, if you haven't made a decision yet, or if you are still fixing your game, or try to put the best of your submission forward, please remember this date, December 12th, is when everything closes. And then after that, we'll be going into a selection and announcement period for the 2024 cohort. We are aiming to announce this somewhere between the month of February. So we haven't had the date yet, but stay tuned and follow all the Google Play business community social channels, and you get to see the announcement in February. The SLR program itself runs from March to May. So like I said, it's a 10-week thing. So, we'll kick off, I think, first week of March and all the way into May. That's the plan. So, we every week we'll have something to do. Like week 0, for example, we'll do a kickoff, we'll do studio onboarding, we'll do something that we call OKR training. It's something that Google specializes on. It's a system that we use internally even to hold our teammates accountable, and then make sure that we all plan for reaching an extended goal. Well, it's something that we use to track all our progresses and things, and set goals and things like that. And then going to week 1, that's when the program actually started. So every week we'll have not just classes, but you also get to meet your peers. You get to meet the mentors that has been assigned to you. Also other mentors that you might be interested to talk to. So we have master classes, one-on-one mentoring. You get to spend time with your peers. Sometimes you get to do some leadership training as well. So all this fun stuff happens from week 1 to week 10. There will be a break between the GDC week, which is March 18 to 22, because I think a lot of people that is helping us, which is the mentors and speakers especially, will be unavailable during that week. So we are taking some time off. Of course, some more fortunate developers that is able to travel during the GDC week will be unavailable as well. So that's why we're taking the time off. So coming to graduation. So we're thinking somewhere between late May and early June in 2024. That's when we celebrate all this progress that you have made throughout the program itself. So that's the timeline. Mentors. These are the absolute superstars of the program. Without them, our program cannot make it until today. So we have big names from all over the world, from different companies of all sizes. These are the people that, you'll be talking to, spending time with. And I think we have at least 60 mentors recruited already, that is ready to help you to grow through this program. And majority of these people are not from Google. They are from the game industry, and people who have been spending most of their life in the game industry, building games, looking at games, looking at data, looking at growth, designing games, and so on and so forth. And some of them are actually from Google, that has a lot of experiences in working with Google Play or helping clients to grow, and so on and so forth. So these are all the folks that you'll be bumping into if you are selected for the program. So we talked about what will happen during the program, but these are how we actually think about the curriculum design itself. There will be 3 main pillars that our content is built into. So the first pillar is actually build, so building the game. So talking about ideation, designing, concept, prototyping, and so on and so forth. And then the second pillar would be talking about growth. So talking about how to grow your user base, installs, what do you do if you're this genre of games or that kind of like business model? How do you actually get people to download and play your games and spend more time on it? And the last pillar, of course, is talking about earning, like monetizing. If you are this type of games, what kind of monetizing model that you should be looking at, and which one is more suitable and whatnot. One thing also, other than these three pillars, is the founders track, which is the leadership training. So alongside all these 10 weeks, there will also be founders track that will talk about how to be a better leader, how to build a company culture, how to fundraise, how to work with publishers, how to pitch, and so on and so forth. So it's, as you can already tell, it's a jam-packed, very intense kind of program. Well, of course, our alumni can attest to that and share a little bit more experience later on. But this is just a sneak peek of what the curriculum is all about. Of course, submission is still open until 12th December 2023, 1 p.m. CET. That is something around, I want to say 6 or 7 p.m. Jakarta time, but I'm not too sure. But CET is actually Central Eastern time zone. But you get the idea. Visit our website to apply. I probably should, there's a link that I can share later. But yeah, visit our website to apply. Thank you. If you have any question at all, you can drop us an email at iga2024@google.com, and we shall reply to the questions you have. So this is a very summarized presentation of the program itself. Happy to chat more about the program if you have any questions. All right.
Ziyan, I think you're still on mute.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Thank you, Sophie. Okay, so we already heard about what IGA is and the timeline and the benefits it could provide for every indie games developers. And before we move to our alumni, maybe I have some questions for Marcus. Can we, may you share what was the motivation behind this program? Like, is there any problems that you guys think that you should be answered by this program? Like, what was this program trying to solve in the game development industry?
Right. Based on our experience and also the learnings that we get from interacting with all these indie game developer, is that learning to build a game itself is not easy. After you build the game, there's suddenly like tons of things to figure out. How to get your games out there, how to get people to play, spend time with it. How do you monetize? How do you sustain your business? How do you become a better leader? How do you hire people? How do you retain them? There's like a whole series of like challenges that just kind of flood in. It's not just building a game, and also not just building a good game at that. So this program is designed in the way that, one, it's structured enough to bring you through some of those basic topics that you need to know if you don't know already. Spend time talking about it and then discussing, but also fluid enough for the developers to kind of explore topics that they are more keen to solve for. Say, for example, they're probably not too great when it comes to growing their games, right? Or increasing retention, for example. Then they can deep dive into those topics or those areas, and picking out the mentors that has the actual expertise to do it, right? Spending more time talking to them, and then really dig deeper into those areas. So that's kind of like the concept of the program itself, and how we designed it. And of course, they can spend time with the peers that's building similar games, or seeing similar challenges, and then start discussing and have like a support group that keeps on like growing together.
Oke, jadi gitu ya teman-teman. Jadi di IGA ini teman-teman bakalan dapat banyak sekali knowledge buat bagaimana nge-manage game itu supaya dia grow dengan banyak kelas-kelas yang bisa nantinya diikutin. Juga teman-teman atau peers yang ketika nanti teman berpartisipasi di dalamnya itu bisa sharing tentang apa aja yang dihadapi lagi kesusahan soal apa itu nanti bisa di-share dan bakalan ngasih banyak insight banget gitu ya. Okay, since we haven't had any questions from the audience, maybe I want to ask our alumni, as an indie game developers, what are some maybe a challenge or difficulties that guys face before applying or participating in IGA? Maybe Lucky could go first.
Okay. Yeah. For me, in my case, yeah, like Marcus said, building game is hard, especially in mobile. That we have to think outside of the game itself. We have to think about the metrics, the retention, the monetization. The monetization is all different, and my team is based on premium game mindset. So we create game based on premium, but put it on mobile platform. And it's a wrong platform, kan? And during AGA, the most thing that we find it difficult is the metric itself and how to retain the user to come back again and how to do the proper monetization so that our game generate more money and more income to us. Yeah, that's our difficulties before the AGA.
Okay, that's great. How about Shafiq?
Okay, so yeah, I think that I'm a kind of different with Lucky because we were in this industry and we are very familiar with freemium or free to play kind of games. But the problem is that sometimes that we just need like a validations or let's say like the new knowledge from the expertise from the industry itself. So I think that the IGA really helped us a lot during the process. Like tell me and my team as well, like how if we want to achieve at a certain level on your product as well. And maybe for some of you, if you want to think that you want to join this program, you have to keep that in mind that this is not a playground. This is not something that is just like, okay, I just want to participate, but you know, you don't have any plan to do during the IGA. This is not like that. This is a very intense 10 weeks, like very intense. I know, I can see Marcus is laughing right now, but yeah, I mean like it's a very intense 10 weeks that you have your own mentors, like the one-on-one sessions, and also that you have like a lot of webinars. And sometimes that because we're living on the different countries, that sometimes you have the schedules like 11 p.m. at Indonesian time as well. And you have to keep up. Just make sure that if you want to joining this program, that you have the capacity to do that, because it's going to be a shame that if you're joining and Google pick you to be one of the participant, but during the process that you cannot make it most of the class, it's such pity. I mean, like you have to investing your time to do it because you need that. You really need that. And just to make sure that I think that this is something that very important as well, that make sure that you have a decent English, because most of the class are using English as well. So if you don't understand what's the mentor say to you, you'll miss a lot of things, man. Trust me that you have to keep practicing. This is like all I can say, like a 10 weeks of battlefield, but it's a for a good thing.
So, Marcus, can you confirm that it's a battlefield?
Shafiq, you're scaring all the participants away.
But it's true.
It is.
Well,
I think what I can say is that it is intense. It is intense that you need to have at least some preparation, and mindset to come into this program. We do receive a lot of complaints throughout the program, say like, this is getting too much. They can't cope with live in one hand and then running the business on the other hand and then attending the class at the same time. So for, like Shafiq said, for you to benefit, from the program, you do need the capacity and also the support that you need to get through that whole 10 week.
Oke, so jadi teman-teman buat ada di IGA itu perlu banyak sekali, bukan banyak ya, besar sekali tekad dan komitmen yang diperluin gitu ya. But Marcus, is there any restriction about how many members of one team or game studio could participate in the program in one batch?
Yeah, we do want to kind of like define indies, right? Like how big or small is indie. So we don't want to, well, for us at least the definition of indies, which is stated in the terms and condition of the website, is anything less than 50 full-time employee. If your company size is less than 50 full-time employees, then yes, then you are eligible for this program. So even if you're 1, 2, 3, it doesn't matter, as long as you're less than 50. Yeah.
Okay. I think next questions we want to hear from our alumni again. Could you guys tell us a little bit about some key elements from IGA program that the impact on your studio is the most significant? What was the most significant impact from IGA to your game studio? Shafiq, maybe?
Okay. Well, if you want to know like the impact that we've been showing to our studio, you can watch the video. Actually, I'm helping you to promote the program, Marcus. So yeah. Technically, on that video as well, that I mentioned that we generate more revenue and we can understand about the metric itself. We try to listen to our users, and on our program that I've got a mentor from Disney, and of course that if I'm being like a Gambir as it is, like of course I cannot afford to having a Disney as my mentor, but during the IGA program that they make it possible. And of course, since I'm focusing to like developing an IP, game is just one of the product that the IP will that Disney will be a perfect choice. So yeah, I gain like revenue, the user, the daily active user as well, the monthly active users, and we know like how to learn and read like the metrics itself, and creating some kind of the new strategy of our game. This is really like very helpful. For the details, you can watch the videos.
Okay, we'll promote the video later. Okay, what about Lucky? What was the most impactful program that you feel this is the most impactful classes or talks or discussion with your mentors during IGA that is affecting your studio?
Okay. First of all, maybe the mentoring itself. We got similar mentor like Shafiq from Disney, and during the mentorship, we get a lot of helpful feedback how to improve our metrics. And discover our game is the fundamental is already wrong. Like it is a premium game, but in the middle of the IGA, like, we should like improve this metrics. But this is premium game one. How can we adjust it like that? So then we brainstorm to our mentor and decide like which thing that can input to the game and not. So like a small feedback like adding tutorial, change the prices, it's impact a lot in our games. Like the retention is increased like about 20%.
See.
Like the day one retention is very good, and the day 7, yes, and we got increase in revenue as well, and the event purchase. So yeah, the game itself is improving, although it's wrong fundamentally, but yeah, it's still improving as a mobile game. And the second one, I think, the leader lab itself. I do personally like the leader lab because it helps out a lot as a founder, how to run the company. Like there are many tips on the leader labs itself, and during the leader labs, I review myself, and yes, I get a lot from it, and I think I become a better leader in my own company now because of the classes.
Oke, jadi gitu ya teman-teman. Di IGA ini, kalau dari success story-nya Kak Shafiq sama Kak Lucky, itu studio mereka buat Kak Shafiq tadi sampai revenue-nya increase by 20%. That's really great. And buat Kak Lucky, cukup banyak juga impact-nya. Jadi selain bisa juga jadi apa ya, jadi better jadi better leader di studionya, juga dapat insight yang buat nge-manage more about our mobile games as a product gitu, sampai retentionnya juga increasing. Okay, that's very great. Kalau yang masih pikir-pikir mungkin bisa mulai dari dibuka dulu form pendaftarannya, terus dilihat-lihat apa aja yang mesti disiapin. Oke, I think this one is, I want to ask Marcus again. Is there any commitment that the alumni should do, or what's it, for lack of better words, give back to IGA after graduating from the program?
No. So first of all, this is an equity-free program. So you come in, and what we hope is that you learn everything you can and then grow and become successful. So that's the only thing. There's no commitment needed for you after the program ends. Of course, the only thing that we will hope for is, after you see traction, after you see some successes, we hope that you come back and tell us and share, this journey with us. And like what Shafiq did, and we then help you to tell the story to more people.
Oke, so jadi teman-teman juga ini tuh setelah nanti kita graduate dari 10 minggu program, teman-teman gak bakal diminta komitmen apapun setelah lulus, tapi diharapkan bisa balik lagi ke IGA dan sharing about the success story, of course. That's really great. Okay, so maybe this one is for everyone here, for Marcus, Lucky, and Shafiq. What advice would you give to indie game developers out there who are considering applying for the program? Could go with Lucky first.
I think like Shafiq said before, like you need to commit first. It's a 10 weeks mentoring.
Yes.
It's very intense. Like in a week, maybe the outside the one-on-one mentoring, maybe there are 2 or 3 masterclass, and there are a lot of knowledge that you can get from there. So please commit if you enroll in this program, and even for the growth mindset, listen to your mental set, and I mean, like, filtering the feedback, but yes, put away your ego. Sometimes like developer don't want to listen like the what is it, the feedback that against them, like, so put away your ego and listen to what your mentor said, and filtering, and yeah, I think that's the most important thing.
Okay, what about from Shafiq?
Okay, for me personally, that the things that you have to be prepared if you want to join in this program, that you want to be successful, you want to be grow, and you want to be better, that you have to join in. But if you don't want it, don't sign up.
Okay. Now let's hear it directly from Marcus. What's it about?
I concur with both Shafiq and Lucky about what they said. The one thing that I really want to highlight is every year after we close, we get like a bunch of emails saying, can you just like allow me to submit my thing and this and that. Like every year, please do not wait until the last minute, please.
That is the pro tip from Marcus. Don't wait until the last minute. Jadi jangan nunggu sampai tanggal 12 baru daftar. Daftar dari sekarang, teman-teman. Oh, and I forgot my question. Okay, let's
Oh,
move on.
maybe I want to add things to, especially for the indie developer, that this is a zero cost program. You don't have to pay for everything. You don't need to, like, something that you have to give back to the Google Play as well. Like Marcus said, nothing. So come on, man. Like even they paid our tickets and hotel when when we were graduates for the graduate ceremonies and stuff, right? And so yeah, this is like totally free. So that is why that I told you guys that if you want to be grown as a developer, and if you want to be like successful, this is a very, very important program that you have to joining in. You have to remember, and please don't wait until the end of the date.
Shafiq, the graduation should be a surprise.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Oh my god. It's okay. It's exclusive and skill tree. Oh, Marcus, is there any, I'm not sure if we could, I could ask this, but is there any participant who already joined in the program but ended up did not graduate from the program? Is there any consequences or
no consequences per se. So I think, going back to what we were just discussing, right? Like some people, they apply thinking that they can handle, or they have the capacity to go through this program. Some join the program thinking that this is gonna be easy, so I'm just gonna show up sometime and not show up sometime, and then I'll graduate, right? So for us who runs the program, we want to be fair to everyone who put their time into the program, and also respect everybody's commitment, right? So we do have like a certain threshold of the attendance. It's like going to class. You need to come to like at least how many classes to graduate.
Oh, I see.
It's just simple as that. Of course, sometimes things happen, maybe there's like personal issues, or like, business commitment or whatever. Then we kind of said like, okay, fine. We've tried everything, and if you need to leave, we'll just have to drop you. The only consequences is on us. We lost a spot that is, that we can help more studios to become successful. That's it.
See. Jadi gitu teman-teman, nggak ada beberapa orang yang akhirnya mungkin gak graduate dari program ya. Tapi actually the loss is not on IGA side, of course. So we have questions from our audience. It's from Mushroom Mellow Studio. Sorry if I missed the information. Since we need to be registered as Google Play developers, does that mean the game that we submit has to be mobile game? It's for Marcus, I guess.
Yeah. So if you're submitting a existing game or launch games, then yes, the game has to be on mobile already, especially on Google Play. If you're submitting a new idea, then since it doesn't exist, it doesn't have to be on mobile, right? So you can send us a video of a gameplay, demo play, pitch deck or things like that. That's fine.
Oke, gitu. Jadi iya, ini tuh programnya memang untuk mobile games, teman-teman. Tapi kalaupun saat ini teman-teman belum punya mobile games yang lagi ada di market atau di Google Play, itu juga tetap boleh submit idenya, pitch-nya, kayak gitu-gitu masih bisa di-submit. Jadi asalkan mobile game, walaupun belum rilis di market, masih bisa ikutan gitu ya. Okay, next questions. Let's go to our alumni again. What are the things, or what's something that made you finally decided to participate in IGA? Shafiq.
Okay. I think the question should be like, why I'm not signed up for the IGA program. Because I don't find any reason why we have to, but I cannot find any reason why we don't have to. I mean,
I think Shafiq is a big fan of IGA, guys.
no, well, actually, because I think that this during the process is gonna be like consuming your time, yes. But if you like, you want to your studio and yourself to be growth, that it's you cannot take this like as a something that you will be, oh, it's very hard, or sometimes the time schedule is not matched with your schedules and stuff. No, because sometimes that they have like a two schedules. Let's say if you have let's say if you have like the class at midnight, like maybe like 11ish or sometimes on 12, but they will have another schedules in the morning. So you don't, yeah, well, you don't have an excuse for like missing the class, especially they have like the attendance rate, of course. But yeah, I think that I cannot find any reason why you don't sign up for this project as well.
Okay. That's clear that. What about Lucky?
Okay, I'm speechless with Shafiq answer. Okay, maybe for me, if you want to level up, especially in mobile games, yeah, you have to submit, you have to enroll in this program, and this is the opportunity to connect with developers from all around the world. We get many friends, new friends after graduation. I mean, like, beside this event, what event will you meet like friends from all around the world? Like, this is the opportunity to networking and to, I mean, like, even after the graduation, me and my mentor are still in contact, and sometimes we do a discussion, short discussion, like ask for feedback. I mean, like, there are so many things you can get in this program, so why not?
True,
Enjoy
true,
it.
true.
Okay.
And of course, that you still like keep in touch with the other mentee,
Yeah.
like the community of from our page as well. So yeah, right now that we're having a friends in global,
Yes.
like from another game developer around the world.
Sure. That's something so much beneficial for indie game developers, I think.
It
Jadi gitu
is.
teman-teman. Jadi kayak pertanyaannya tuh jadi sebenarnya bukan apa yang bikin kita mutusin mau ikut IGA atau enggak ya. Jadi kayak lebih ke kenapa kita nggak mau ikut IGA gitu ya. Great answers. Oke, jadi setelah lulus dari IGA teman-teman bakalan masih punya connection sama partisipan lainnya, sama mentee, dan masih bisa ngobrol-ngobrol soal game and so on and so on. Betul, kenapa tidak?
Betul.
Okay,
Sure.
so
Why not?
The next question. So let me check. Oh, this one. What was your expectations before sign up for the IGA, and is the expectation is met or beyond?
I'm curious about that as well.
Lucky, maybe?
Okay, honestly, during I enroll in this program, I have low expectation that will get accepted. Because I mean, like, I heard that this program is very hard to enter in. And yeah, I started with low expectation, but in my head that, okay, if I go to this program, I want to level up for myself and for the team to get better games and for the better personnel. So yeah, I mean, like, is it the expectation? Yeah, I mean, like, we get the expectation, and I mean, like, after the graduation, we get the expectation that we want. We can create better games and better personality and so on.
Okay, so is that expectation is met?
Yes. Yeah,
Or
although it's low
is
expectation, but yeah, it's fair.
okay. What about Safik?
Oh well, yeah. Basically, I'm similar like Nuki when I'm joining this program that I have like maybe some kind of like there is no expectations, but I know like I'm on the right hands probably. I mean like it's Google and I see that the mentors like it's like the game developer veterans as well. And when I'm joining this program that you have to do some kind of interview, I still remember that I do the interview with Marcus. Like you're asking about the company itself and like how many people, like what's the goal that we want to achieve and stuff like that because they want to like ask for meet the right mentor as well, right during the programs. And yeah, we just expecting that okay, it's gonna be on like an online class sometimes that maybe that we can just like turn on our Zoom sessions or Google Meet and then left out. But no, you have to do some kind of absent. You have to fill in like the surveys and stuff. So it's make sure that us are truly understand what the mentor said, of course. And there's also the one-on-one sessions. I was like, okay, I'm putting a hope on that, and some kind of a little bit of adjustment of your product. It will help you a lot, especially if you understand the metrics, you understand about like how you works with your game, especially it coming from like the person that spans years in game developer. And when we see the result, like it's beyond our expectations actually. I think
Okay.
it's beyond the Google expectation as well. I mean like 20 I mean like it's
Look at them.
20%. I know, like it's 20% increase in revenue. I don't think that I can make it by my own if I'm not joining
Yeah,
this project as well.
that's such an achievement, Eric.
It is.
Okay. Uh, Marcus. Let's say Shafiq Studio registered for this program.
Hmm.
It could 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 there any could there only one participants or one studio could participate two or three or more than one participant studio program?
More than one. So if they're
Oh,
selected, actually more than one participates in the program, and this is also part of the capacity thing that we're talking about, right? We know that it's intense, and there are topics that is more suitable for specific job titles than the others.
mm-hmm,
For
mm-hmm.
example, founders track is definitely for the C levels, like if you're a CEO, if you're the leader of the company, you should attend. And sometimes we talk about design, sometimes we talk about like more technical stuff, then you can swap out, like your other members
Oh,
can
I
join.
see. Okay. Uh, for Shafiq and Luki, are you guys the only participants from your studio, or are
No,
there any?
No,
no, no, no, no, no, no.
no.
No. Oh, okay.
Because sometimes that they have like a different kind of subject. Sometimes it's
Mm-hmm.
but I do still remember that they have like you know uh, like a master class for the C level only. It's most likely that they are teach you like how to manage a studio game and how to managing a people and stuff. It's uh, they will like write it out like it's for the C level, and then they will have like some kind of subject for the game designer. And they will have like a
Oh,
class for the programmer as well. So it doesn't have to be like a one particular person to joining this program, but you have to assess like a right person to joining like some kind of the subject as well.
Yeah.
okay. I see. I
I
see.
second traffic.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
program, because it's mostly virtual, so there's no
Mm-hmm.
like limit per se how many people actually can attend the class. So
Mm-hmm.
we have studios that kind of like join, the entire team actually join the session together. They kind of put out on the projector, and everybody's gonna sit there and like kind of listen through the whole thing. So sometimes we see like one studio is represented by like 5 or 6 people, which is totally fine. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But Marcus, is there any expected output I mean, like exact expected output for the studio that joined the program?
I think realistically speaking, we hope that the studios that wanted to launch their games will be launching Google Play. It doesn't have to be exclusive, right? So if you haven't launched already, we will hope that after the program ends, you will find a time and fix your whatever you need to fix and then launch it in Google Play. For those that has launched in Google Play, we hope to see some kind of growth, right? Some kind of like go back and fix something, and then some kind of growth, some kind of successes, and then come back and share with us. So realistically, that's the expectation that we have. Of course, if we take a step back and look at the program itself, what we hope that to see also is when they first join the program, the first thing we ask them to do is to identify the challenges that they want to address.
I see.
So every team will have different challenges, and they will list a bunch of them. And then after get validated in week 0, they will only focus on that few challenges throughout the 10 weeks. The other expectation is that they solve those challenges by the end of 10 weeks.
Okay, so apa ya, ekspektasinya cukup jelas gitu. Setelah teman-teman nanti mengikuti IGA, diharapkan studio teman-teman itu mengalami growth gitu studionya, dan getting better in basically any aspect. Okay, and so within 10-week program, you guys participated in so many workshop talks or those online master classes, and amongst all, is there any one or two or how many certain specific stations that you feel like the most have the most impact to your skill improvements? Shafiq.
Okay. For me personally, it's the one-on-one sessions, because there is no barrier between you and the mentor as well. Because sometimes that let's say if we joining the webinar, is most likely like there's a lot of people there. It's just basically like if you're studying in class, it's gonna be different. Like if you have like the private sessions with your teacher as well, right? So if you want to like opening up the data that you already have, it's more like personal. Like they can fix you like your particular problem or the things that maybe that if you want to ask or something like that. But for me, the one-on-one session is really helpful, and it's actually memorable, because I think that there's a lot of things going on, and once what I remember as well, that it's not even recorded. Like the session itself is not recorded, so you can share whatever like the let's say maybe your private data or actually it depends on developer, like how much that you want to open your data to the mentors as well. But the conversations, I never missed one of that. Like it's totally helpful. But I mean, like the other class is also amazing as well. But yeah, it's like I've mentioned before, it's technically like you're studying in the class with a bunch of groups. So yeah, sometimes that it's not personal enough. But yeah, it's still good, because you have the I mean, like after the sessions, that they will send you the deck from the session as well.
Okay. Well, what about Lucky?
Yeah, for me it's the same. Like the one-on-one
Okay.
mentoring is impactful, because there's a document, like it's a progress tracker. Yeah, we keep track our progress from week 0 to week 10, and we will see the growth. Like okay, like Marcus said before, we set the goals. Like okay, our goals is retention from the week 0 until week 10. How much is interest? We can see the progress in the document. It's very, I mean,
Yes,
it's
yes.
very encouraging for us. And aside of that, in IGA, I love like we can book other mentors, not just like the assigned mentor. Anytime, we just we suggest the schedule of the mentors, and I mean, like, because my story is my game is story based. I can book the mentor that excel in story. Uh, if I have problem with AdMob, I can book a mentor that understand AdMob. So in idea, we can book any mentor with different skill set, and it helped us a lot during the mentoring. And another one, yeah, of course, like I said before, the leader lab. I love the leader lab because during the end of the leader lab, we should review ourselves and we should give our team the same document and they should fill it so we can compare the result like what what uh, what we think about us and versus what they think about us like for example like the confident I give myself 70 and maybe my team members give it 90 and we review together. Yeah, it's very impactful for me.
Oke, so jadi teman-teman emang dari awal juga AJ itu adalah yang apa ya, dikedepankannya adalah mentorship-nya itu, jadi memang ya yang paling impactful adalah ketika sesi one on one dan mentorship lainnya gitu ya. That's very interesting. Okay, so we have questions from Chupi. How often do you get to interact with other participants, and do you have many opportunities to communicate with your mentors? Maybe from Lucky first.
Okay, so in IGA, if I recall, there will be weekly meeting with the regional participants. Like we're in FX, so we talk during the weekly, like reviewing our game and yeah, get to know each other and how we communicate with the mentors. As honestly, we exchange WhatsApp number from the beginning. So I mean, like it's 24 hours. We can communicate with our mentors and we can really like update the progress even before the mentoring session. It's very flexible and very communicative.
Okay. Okay. What about Safik? How often do you get to interact with other participants?
Shafiq, you muted.
Okay.
Sorry, thank you. So
Okay.
technically, I think that during the program, I think that not that much because we haven't know in person back then. But like Lucky mentioned that we have like some kind of like group of the APAC or stuff that we have like our own sessions that actually every studio can share like the projects that they are going on or some things that they want to like maybe game testing if I'm not mistaken back then that there's few of studio doing the game test for other studios as well and from the mentor itself it's kind of different because I don't know. I think that Lucky have the same experience with me that Jay, our mentor, is very like very humble, very caring with us. That I think that he shared his WhatsApp number. So anytime that you want to discuss things with him, that you still can connect him directly and asking, even though it's not on our mentoring time as well.
Oke, semoga menjawab pertanyaannya Cupi. Jadi mereka punya cukup banyak waktu buat communicate with other participants and the mentors also. Marcus, are there any specific genres or type of games that IGA tends to focus on, or is it open for a wide range of game types?
It's definitely open for a wide range and different genres. We just hope to see hope to see like more potential indie game studios come up with like more genuine ideas, interesting IPs, things like that, and then hopefully we can work with them on those things.
Oke, jadi nggak ada spesifik genre yang bakalan dipilih sama IGA buat masuk IGA maksudnya. Jadi teman-teman kalau misalnya punya game apa aja, silahkan berpartisipasi di IGA ini, because why not, ya. Okay, so maybe because the time is running, one last questions. Maybe this is for three of you guys. What do you think are the most common mistakes or pitfalls that aspiring indie game developers should be aware of, and how does the accelerator or this IGA help the indie games developers navigate these challenges? Maybe from Marcus first.
Cool.
What do you think?
Well, there are a lot of things that could be better. Of course, if I were to pick, I think the common, I won't say mistake, but common challenge that we see is what, like you mentioned a while ago, that a lot of studios came into the program thinking that this is the game and the type of game that I want to build, and only this, right? So they want to focus on the game, they want to like perfect it. But in the real world, it's not like that, right? So we know that you love the game and you have like emotionally and also investing so much time and effort into it. But does it work, right? And then that's the big question: does it work? So you need to come with the open mindset and able to accept what people are going to tell you. Basically, people are going to tear it apart and tell you that it's not going to work, and you need to be able to accept those things to progress. So take one step back, be open about it, take all this feedback, and then you kind of relaunch your idea or games or whatever. Not get too stubborn about like things that you already have. So I think that's one of the most common thing that we see, the challenge that we face.
Okay, what about from Lucky?
Yeah, I think I second Marcus. Have a growth mindset, open to feedback, and maybe for me, don't fall in love with your game. Fall in love with your game with revenue. I mean, everyone, like everyone sometimes fall in love with the game, but is it have enough revenue to your studio? It's not. Why you fall in love with your idea or your game? Fall in love with the game with revenue.
Okay.
That's
Money is number one, everyone. Like Chupi said on the comment section. Okay, let's hear from Shafiq.
Well, actually, from my perspective, that on this program as well, that you are like you learn to listen, especially from the people who has been in this industry that much, and you have to learn about the metrics itself. You have to learn about your product as well, and you learn a lot about the story from the other studios as well. So I think that maybe it's gonna be a new journey from your studios as well, and this is just like this is an open door if you want to be way better than you are now.
Oke, jadi gitu teman-teman. Jadi kalau misalnya aku summarize sedikit, kalau misalnya teman-teman, teman-teman ikut IGA itu dari awal from week 0 itu bakalan diaddress apa aja challenge yang paling mau di solve dengan ikut ini, dan itu progresnya bakalan sangat kelihatan di akhir. So along the program teman-teman bakalan fokus ke solving that exact problem gitu ya. Okay, so maybe before we close the session, we end the session. Anyone wants to promote something from their studio? Maybe from Shafiq first.
Okay, so guys, don't forget to downloading our games on the Google Play. It's called the Accelerator and Santara. And I think that it's been great. Well, we just updating a new chapter. You're gonna feel like amazing and embracing the Indonesian culinary. Right, pretty much that's it. And it's one of the winner for the Google Indie Awards back then.
Oh,
yeah!
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, so don't forget to download that. And from Lucky?
Yeah.
Any promotion?
don't forget to play our game, The Sunshine of Us. Although it's not as big as Shafiq, but I mean, like, this is story based, and you can spend a lot of time in the game. The game itself is already won the best narrative in Indonesia Game Awards. So I mean, like, it's a guarantee that it has a good story.
Okay, so maybe any one last word from Marcus.
Well, don't forget to check out our website g.co/play/IGA and learn more about the program. And if you're interested, don't wait until the last day to submit your application. That's like really seriously don't. You will definitely mess up the
Okay,
time zone. Yeah. Just one quick
loud and
shout out
clear.
to Satrio. Satrio is also our IG alumni. He's watching live from the comments. Thank you, Satrio.
Hello, Satrio. Okay, that's it. I think we reached the end of the sessions. Once again, thank you so much, Marcus, Lucky, and Safik, for sharing so many insightful information with us about IGA. And also, thank you so much for everyone who's been tuning in until the end of the sessions. Semoga teman-teman bisa dapat apa ya, banyak informasi yang bermanfaat dari sharing-sharing sore ini. Dan jangan lupa juga karena IGA buat tahun 2024 masih dibuka pendaftarannya sampai 12 Desember dan jangan daftar di tanggal 12 Desember, oke? Okay? Don't wait until last minute. That's the really really serious, like serious pro tip from Marcus. You have to follow that. Okay, so I think that's it for today. Thank you so much, everyone. Take care and have a great day, everyone. See you.
Thanks, folks. Thanks for having me. Bye.
Thank you.